Hi, welcome to Mat Pilates. My name is Missy. Today we are going to be using one block, a set of weights, and a ball. So we're going to go ahead and come into a nice seated position. So coming down to the floor, we're going to start in a nice little seat this morning. Come on down, think about sitting nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. And together we're going to take a nice big inhale, reaching arms all the way up. And then exhaling, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands into heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. This time, inhale, arms all the way up. And then as we exhale, we can twist and open towards the right, left hand to right knee. Tentative fingers of the right hand, lengthen through the spine. Breathe into your twist. You're going to slowly come out of your twist. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, twist and open towards the left. Again, long through the spine, gentle gaze. Breathe. You're going to slowly come out of your twist. You're going to inhale your arms up, turn the palms towards me, and then as you exhale, place hands in front of the body. Option to stay tall, or you can slowly start to walk yourself out. Allow your chin towards chest. And breathe. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. One more breath. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Inhale together. Exhale, rise on up. And then together we take a nice big inhale, reach arms all the way up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. You might see Bubba popping in here and there. So anyway, let's continue on. We're gonna come right into our tabletop position. Coming into our table, shoulders over wrists, hips are over those knees, and we're gonna move nicely through our cat-cow. So come into your cow, belly lowers down, gaze towards the front, and then as we exhale, rounding through the spine, gaze in towards the navel for your cat. So moving with breath, inhales and then exhales. We're gonna take this just 2 more times. One more time here. And then we're gonna meet nicely into that neutral tabletop. We're gonna hold it right here. We're gonna lengthen through the right leg. You're gonna lengthen through the left arm. Hold it here. Left thumb knuckle up towards the sky. Draw the belly in. Gaze towards the front of your mat, and now we move. You lower and lift the arm and leg. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. You got it. Lower and lift. You breathe. Here we go. You have 4 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And on 1. Hold at the top. You pulse it here. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 and 1. Hold it here. Inhale together. Exhale, knee to elbow, and then you open it up. Bring it in, and then you open. Bring it in, and then you open. Bring it in, and then you open. And we breathe. Inhales and exhales. 3 more times. This is 3. 2 and on 1. Hold knee to elbow. Pulse it here for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Keep the leg long and lifted. We're gonna place the hand on the earth. We're gonna go right into our oil riggers. So we're going to allow the chest to come towards the mat, and then you're gonna press yourself back up. Keep those elbows nicely next to your side body. Elbows pressing towards the back of the room. Don't let them wing out to the side. We're concentrating on those triceps. You have 4 more. This is 4. This is 3. Take it for 2, and this is your last one. We're gonna stay right here. Take this opportunity, lower those toes down. Now listen, we're gonna grab our block. So first we're gonna come down onto the forearm of the left arm. So come down to your forearm. Fingers can reach towards that right side. And then I'm gonna place my block on the earth, and I'm gonna place my right hand on there. So you can have your gaze towards the right, and now we're gonna work through our right leg. You're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. You breathe, lift and lower, lift and lower. You got it, lift and lower. You go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold at the top, you pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now drive that knee to elbow. So drive it on in and then extend it on back. You're going to bring it in and then extend. Bring it in and extend. Bring it in and extend. Bring it in and extend. Awesome. Here we go. 4 more. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. And this is your last one. Hold the leg long, combo work. Bring it down, lift, in and out. Bring it down. You lift, in and out. Bring it down. You lift, in and out. Bring it down. You lift, in and out. 3 more. Down and lift, in and out. 2 more. Down and lift, in and out. Last time. And you are done there. Place that right knee and shin on the earth. Come back to our table, yeah? So shoulders over wrists, hips over those knees. Now we get to work the other side. So lengthen through the left leg. Lengthen through the right arm. Draw the belly in, gaze towards the front of your mat. Here we go. We lower and lift. Lower and lift. Hips are squared towards the earth. Draw that core in. Breathe through these exercises. 4 more. 4 and 3. You got it. For 2, and on 1, hold at the top, you pulse it up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Nice big inhale together. Exhale, knee to elbow. Open it up. Bring it in and open. Bring it in and open. Bring it in and open. This is 4. This is 3. Take it for 2, and on 1, hold knee to elbow. Pulse it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the arm, extend the leg, place the hand on the earth, keep that leg long and lifted. We're back to those nice little oil riggers. Chest towards the mat, press it up. Now that chest does not have to touch the earth. Control this movement, getting into your triceps. Elbows bend towards the back of the room, and you control it. You have 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2, and this is your last one. Keep that leg long, lower the toes to the earth. Again, grabbing that block, we're gonna come down to the right forearm, elbow underneath the shoulder. You're gonna place your left hand on the block, and now we work through this left leg. You lift and lower, you lift and lower, you lift and lower, you lift and lower. You breathe, awesome job. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, hold at the top, you pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Drive that knee to that elbow, actually right into that little tricep. We drive the knee in, we extend it out. Bring it in, extend, in, out. 3 more. In, out, last time, in, out. You hold, combo work. Bring it down. Lift, it's in and out. Bring it down. You lift, in and out. Bring it down. You lift, in and out. You got it. You have 4 more. Woo! So good. Here we go. 3 more. Breathe through it. You got this. Here we go. And your last one. Place that knee and shin on the earth. Take a moment, nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Maybe take some movement through the rest right before we get moving right on into our plank, our pike position. So our downward facing dog. So place your hands on the earth. Press those hips up towards the sky. We hold right here. Opportunity to pedal out the legs, bending one knee, bending both knees, whatever you need. Now settle into your neutral dog. We're gonna move with breath. Inhale, roll the body in to your plank position. Exhale, take it back to your dog. Pay attention to this form as we come into the plank. Shoulders over wrists, back of the heart reaching up. Draw the belly in. Hips are in line with the shoulders, and then press it on back. Inhale. Exhale, you got it. Inhale. Exhale, awesome. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, you got it. Inhale, exhale, 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Now you're gonna take it into your plank position. You're gonna hold it here. You're gonna breathe. We're gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press those hips back up. Take a nice little bend into the knees. Walk your hands to your feet so you end up in a nice little forward fold. Deep bend into knees, belly rests on thighs. Let the arms be so heavy as you slowly roll the body all the way up. Awesome job. As we come to the top, take a nice big inhale up. And then exhale, release. Okay, so we're gonna take our block and you're gonna grab your dumbbells. I want your block to be the long way. We're gonna place it on the floor. And we're gonna place both heels on the block, balls of the feet on the earth. Now listen, if that doesn't feel well for you, you can just have the feet on the earth, right? And you can have those feet at that nice hip width distance. Otherwise, together, we're gonna put our heels on the block. And you're gonna take a nice little bend into the knees. Shoulders away from the ears, chest nicely lifted. You're gonna feel your glutes pressing towards the back, okay? So listen, I want us to keep this bend in the knees. Do not straighten those knees. This is gonna be micro movement. We're gonna lower an inch, lift an inch. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Keep the core engaged. Breathe. Inhales, exhales. Glutes are pressing towards the back. Weight is in the heels. You have 4 more for 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1, hold it low, pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, but keep that nice little bend into knees. Same movement. Now we take that little squat. So lower an inch with a hammer, release, hammer, release, hammer, release. You got it. Hammer, release, hammer, release, hammer, release. We go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold it low, pulse the arms and pulse the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Weights are gonna come to chest. You can squeeze the weights together. I want you to stay nice and low in this little narrow squat. Keep the bend in the knees. Now we're gonna work with this left leg. I'm gonna step my foot off the block, bring it back, off, on, off, on, off, on. You got it. In and out. 4 more. It's in and out, in and out. 2 more. In and out. Last one. In and out. Settle in. Now work the right side. Step it out and in. Step it out and in. It's not a big step. It's a slight little step out. You should be feeling it in that opposite quad. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it low. We finish with that pulse of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more for 7. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're done. Step off your block. Place those weights on the floor for right now. Together, we're going to take a nice big inhale up. And then exhale, you're going to fold your body all the way forward. We're going to come down into the earth. You're going to bring your block with you, okay? So we're going to go right into bridge work with our block. So you're going to place that block underneath our right foot. Place that foot on the block. Come down into your backs. Arms can be nicely down by your side. Set yourselves up. Now listen, we're going to come to the ball of the left foot. So you're going to lift your left heel off the earth, right foot pressing into the block, okay? Arms are also pressing into the earth, and we're going to work through our bridge to lift and lower. So squeeze glutes at the top, then tap and squeeze, tap and squeeze, tap and squeeze, tap and squeeze. You got it. Tap and squeeze, tap and squeeze. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, hold at the top. You pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted. Now we're going to take a march just with this left leg. So I draw my leg up, then my toes tap the earth. So I bring it up, ball of the foot back. Still keeping that left heel lifted. Draw the core in, breathe. Inhales, exhales. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Extend those left toes up towards the sky. Now you're going to flex through the foot. Going to point the toes up, flex it down, point it up. You flex and you point. You flex, and you point. You flex, and you point, and you breathe. This is 3. This is 2. Here's your last one, toes reaching up. We work through the single leg bridge, working through the right foot to lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. You got it. Lower and lift. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Bend into that left knee. Place the left foot on the earth. You're going to release those glutes down. We're going to take this opportunity to switch out the block. So we're going to take that block underneath the left foot, yep. So settle on in. Find that proper placement for the body, for the foot. And then you're going to come to the ball of the right foot, right? So we lift that right heel up. Again, arms are pressing into the earth, back of the head, shoulders pressing in. Now we work through our bridge. To lift and lower, to lift and lower, to lift and lower. Control it. Inhales and exhales for 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold at the top, you pulse the glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now we march with that right leg. So lift, ball of the foot, a little, I can't talk. Knee to table, release. So just marching with this one side for 4, for 3, for 2, last one, hold that leg and table, reach those toes up, now flex your foot down, point your toes up, flex, and point, nice fluid movement, flex, and point, flex, and point, 4 more, flex, and point, 3 more, flex, and point, 2, flex, and point, last time. Hold those toes on up, now we work through that left foot to lower and lift the glutes. Lower, lift, control the movement. Draw the belly in, feel the arms pressing into the earth. You're working strong here. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Bend into the knee, place the foot on the earth. Release the left foot, set the block to the side, and then slowly bring yourself all the way down. Awesome job. Okay, we're gonna draw both knees in towards chest. We're gonna go right into our single leg stretch. You can always keep neck and shoulders down or lift them up. I'm gonna go ahead, lift them up. I'm gonna reach long with my right leg, left hand to left knee, right hand to left shin, shoulders away from the ears, and then we're going to switch. You switch and switch. Draw the belly in, switch and switch. Inhales, exhales, awesome. Inhales, exhale, you got it. Breathe. This is 4. This is 3. Take it for 2. And your last one. Both knees come in towards chest. Fingertips go to those ankle bones. Double leg stretch. Open arms, open legs. Bring it in. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, hold the body open, hollow, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Bring your legs up to a nice 90. You're gonna lower the left leg down. You're gonna bring those hands nicely behind the right thigh or behind the right calf. We're gonna take 2 pulses at the legs, okay? Single leg long stretch. So for 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and breathe. 1, 2, 1, 2. You got it. 1, 2 for 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 more times. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! 1, 2. Last time. 1, 2. Hold it here. Leg that's long. Bend into the knee. Hands come nicely behind head. We go into our crisscrosses. Go nice and slow here. You switch and switch. Let your gaze go towards the side walls. Yes, you breathe. Awesome job. Go for 4. Go for 3. Awesome. Go for 2. And that's your last one. Let it go. Draw knees in towards chest. Now you're going to extend those legs out nice and long. You're gonna grab your ball. You're gonna think about flexing your feet up towards the sky. You're gonna take that ball nicely in between your hands. Woo, wrists in line with shoulders. And we're gonna come into our full roll-up. Modification, you can keep that nice little bend into your knees, or the other modification, you can just work through the upper body, lifting and lowering. Okay, but together, here we go. Ball is in hands, wrists in line with shoulders. Here we go, start to draw your chin towards chest. Roll yourself all the way up, and then you're gonna take a nice long stretch at the top, and then you're gonna bring yourself all the way down. Arms can reach nicely overhead, biceps by those ears. And then again, roll yourself up and reach long. I'm sorry, Bubba's giving me a bath. And then you're gonna bring it overhead. And reach, take your time, breathe through it. Oh my gosh. You're gonna reach. Bring it on down. Oh, how about do? 4 more times. For 4, stop. For 3, puppy. For 2. And here's our last one. You're gonna take that nice long stretch at the top, and then we're gonna stay seated at the top, all right? So you can release your ball. We're gonna place our feet on the earth. You're gonna have a nice little bend into your knees, okay? And you're gonna grab your dumbbells, and you're gonna bring your arms nicely overhead. So I want you to think about not having shoulders by the ears. Relax the shoulders, little bend into the elbows, palms facing in towards each other. You're nice and long through the spine. You're gonna take a nice big inhale together, and then as we exhale, reach the arms forward, take a nice little C curve. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhales, exhales, you got it. Inhales, exhale, 4 more. Inhale, exhale, yes. Breathe. 2 more. For 2. And here's your last one. We're gonna hold this little C curve. If you need support, you can bring that ball behind your low back just so you have a little support, okay? So we're just gonna work the arms. We're gonna keep the C curve. You're gonna inhale, arms up, exhale, bring it down. Inhales, exhales, breathe, you got it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it here. Now pull the left arm back, let your eyes follow, then pull the right arm back. So pull it back and then reach it out. Pull it back, reach it out. Eyes follow the dumbbell. You breathe. Control it. You got it. 4 more. This is 4. Breathe. This is 3. Take it for 2. Last time to the left. Last time to the right. And then bring yourself all the way up. Okay, take a moment. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Okay, so we're gonna stack our weights. So you can stay right here, a nice long spine, feet on the earth, and you're gonna press and press, okay? Otherwise, for a little more challenge, you're gonna lift your legs up, knees to tabletop. Again, a nice little C curve, draw the belly in. You're still gonna have the weights here, and we're still gonna press. I'm gonna press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release. You got it, press, release. You go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's do 8 more. For 8, you got it. For 7, hold it. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Place the feet on the earth if they're not there already, and rise on up. Awesome job. Set those dumbbells down, and now we place those feet back on the earth. Make sure your weights and ball are available for you about halfway down the mat. We're gonna continue working with them. But first, we're gonna take that nice little bend into the knees. You're gonna reach long with the arms, hollow out through the belly. Bring yourself all the way down. As we come on down, let's go ahead, grab one dumbbell. I want you to take your dumbbell into your left hand. Left arm's gonna be long overhead. You're gonna keep a nice bend into the left knee. You're gonna reach long with your right leg. Right arm can be out to a T, or right hand behind head. And now we drive the right knee in. As we do that, arm goes to the outside, open it back up, drive it in, and then you open. 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 Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, hold at the top, you pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Now that hand will tap the shin. So I tap and open. I tap and open. Tap and open. Tap and open. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and your last one, arm to the outside, pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice bend into the right knee. Take your weight into your right hand, your weight in your white hand. Extend that left leg out long. Left arm out to a T, palm facing up, or bring your left hand behind head. Draw the belly in. Nice big inhale together. Exhale, arm to the outside of the knee. As we drive it in, and then open it up. You drive it in, and then you open. Drive it in, and then you open. Drive it in, and then you open. Bring it in, and open for 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold at the top, you pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the arm, extend the leg, and now we tap the shin, and then we release. You tap and release. You tap and release. Tap and release. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, hold it at the top, you pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Awesome job. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. So good. Okay. I want you to bring your knees to a nice little tabletop position. I want you to place your ball on the top of the right thigh. So modification, you can place the left hand on that ball. Still bring your right hand behind head so you have that nice little support. But option is to bring the left palm to the earth. Otherwise, you're going to bring your left hand behind head. Left elbow holds that ball to that right thigh. And I'm gonna reach long with my left leg. Left leg is hovering, I'm looking towards my right. I'm driving my knee in and I'm extending the leg out. I'm bringing it in and then I'm out. I bring it in and then I'm out. Inhales and then your exhales. You're controlling this movement. You have 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Your last one, hold that leg long. Now we get to point the toe up, flex the foot down. I point, and then I flex. I point, and then I flex. I point, and then I flex. I breathe. 4 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then on 1, hold the leg long and lifted. Pulse the elbow into the ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Bring your knees nicely back to that little tabletop, right? So ball on top of the left thigh. So again, elbow to the ball or bring your hand to the ball. Left hand behind head, left elbow stays on the earth. Reach long with your right leg. We're all looking towards the left. Drive the knee in, extend it out. Bring it in and out. Bring it in and out. Bring it in and out. 4 more for 4. For 3. For 2. Here's your last one. Hold the leg long. Point the toe up. Flex it down. Point and flex. Point and flex. You got it. Point and flex. Point and flex. 4 more. Point and flex. Woo! Point and flex. Point and flex. Last time. Point and flex. Hold the leg long and lifted. Pulse that elbow into the ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done with that. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Keeping our ball, okay? So bring your legs up to a nice little 90, okay? We're gonna do our roll and reach. Ball in front of the kneecaps, palms of the hands on the ball. I'm gonna roll the body up, and then I'm gonna bring it all the way back down. I'm gonna roll and reach, and then I bring it back. I roll and reach, and then I bring it back. I roll and reach, and then I bring it back. I roll and reach, I bring it back for 4, for 3, for 2, and my last one, I take the ball into my hands, I lift my neck and shoulders off the earth, I reach the ball to those little toes, and my gaze is at those thighs, I pulsate here, pulse to the toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Take a moment, nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Okay. So now from here, extend your legs back to 90. Modification, you can have the ball at the shins, or we're going to lift neck and shoulders off the earth, bring the ball to our ankles, we go into our little scissor legs, I lower my left leg down, and then we're switching. So either ankles are tapping the ball or shins. Take your pick, you breathe, control your movement. Awesome job. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it here, arms to the outside of that lifted leg, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You switch in, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Awesome job. Okay, I want us to take our ball in between those thighs. I want you to bring your knees to a nice little tabletop position. I want you to interlace your hands. Bring hands nicely behind head. Lift neck and shoulders off the earth. And we're just going to do a little curl. So you're going to lift and then release. 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 For 4, for 3, for 2. And then on 1, hold it at the top. Let's go into those little toe taps. Tap the toes and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Option to release neck and shoulders down. Your gaze should be at those thighs. Inner thighs are still holding on to that ball. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1, hold the knees at table, squeeze up all for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. So good. Okay. Now from here, bring your ball in between your ankles. Legs are going to come to a nice 90. We're going to release those arms nicely down by our side. And let's go ahead and bend into our knees and go nicely back into those little toe taps. So toes to table, low back on the earth, draw the core in, breathe, control it. Toes, table, toes, table, toes, table, breathe. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold that table. Again, option to bring hands behind head, lift neck and shoulders off the earth, and now we extend the legs. Extend and bend, extend and bend, extend and bend, extend and bend. 4, 3, 2, last one, combo work. It's toes, table, extend and bend. 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 4 more. Toes, table, extend and bend. Toes, table, extend and bend. Toes, table, extend and bend. Last time. Toes, table, extend and bend, but now reach those legs on up. We're gonna go right into our pass the ball. We release the fingertips to reach up towards the sky. Option to keep neck and shoulders down. Open legs, open arms. Bring it back in, pass it to the hands. Open legs, open arms. Pass it back to those ankles. Open it up, control the movement. Pay attention to that form. Draw the belly in, low back's on the earth. Woo! You're breathing, inhales and exhales. Almost done here. Woo, so good. Awesome job. Breathe. We're gonna pass it to the ankles one more time. Open it up. Pass it to the hands one more time. Open it up. Bring it in. Let it go. Oh yeah, that was amazing. Okay, perfect. Release your ball. We're gonna go back to our little dumbbells, okay? So, come back to your dumbbells. Bring your knees to a nice little tabletop position. Extend your arms up. Turn the palms towards the front of the room. And I just want us to work our legs. So still getting into the core. And I actually want us to flex feet this time. So I want you to think about pressing the leg away, bring it in. Press it away, bring it in. Keep those arms overhead, wrists in line with shoulders, palms facing towards the front of the room. Draw the belly in, control it. Inhales, exhales. 4, breathe. 3, and breathe. 2, you got it. Last one, hold it here. Now you're gonna point your toes, draw your knees together. We're gonna keep those arms where they are. Now listen, we're gonna open the legs and open the arms. So this is what this looks like. I'm gonna bring my arms to cactus arms. They're not gonna touch the earth. And then my knees are gonna open towards sidewall. Maybe toes tap the earth, maybe they don't. And then I'm gonna draw it back together, those knees. Arms will not. We're gonna open it up, and then you're gonna press it back up. Keep the core engaged, low back on the earth, pay attention to the form, control the movement. We breathe for 4, for 3, for 2, and that's your last one. Awesome. Draw those knees back together, draw those weights together. Little bend into elbows, draw the belly in, low back on the earth. Now we reach the weights overhead and extend through the legs. Now listen, legs will not go so low, so really pay attention to your body. Reach it overhead, extend through the legs, bring your body back in. Inhale to open, exhale in. Open it up, bring it in. Inhale, exhale. Inhales, exhales. Control it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Awesome job. All right, arms are gonna come nicely next to side body. You can keep your knees in table. So elbows are gonna squeeze our side ribs, palms facing in. So this is where we lift and reach. So we're gonna lift and reach, and then release yourself back down, stop. You're gonna lift and reach, and then release. Lift and reach, and then release. Lift and reach, and then release. Exhale at the top. Lift and reach, and then release. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then on 1. We're gonna hold it at the top. We're gonna pulse the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bye-bye. Okay, draw yourself back down. You're so funny, Bubs. I love you, Bubby. Okay, we're gonna take a second set. So knees come back to table. I'm sorry about my puppa duck. And then bring those elbows nicely next to your side body. Again, we start with the upper body on the earth. Draw the belly in, low back stays on the earth. We lift and reach, open to a straddle, bring it back in, let the body go. So lift and reach. Arms can stay to the outer thighs, right? So arms are just moving with the legs as we open into that straddle. Breathe. 4 more. 3. Here we go for 2. Here's our last one. And then we're gonna hold ourselves at the top, draw the legs together, shoulders away from the ears, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Knees come back to table, elbows come nicely back to side ribs. And now we're just gonna lift and reach. We're just gonna hold that and take 2 sets of 8 to pulse those arms. Here we go. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath, inhale together. Exhale, lift the body up, hold it here. We pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Awesome job. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Set the weights aside. Draw those knees in towards chest. And let's take those hands nicely behind head. Lift your legs up to a 90. Lift neck and shoulders off the earth, and let's just lower and lift the legs. So we lower, and then we lift. 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 2 more. One more time. Release, and now I want you to roll onto your right side body. You're gonna extend your arm out nice and long. So ear on the bicep, left hand in front. You're gonna bring your toes just slightly in front of you. It's like a little banana, right? So I can see my big toes. So you're not in this little straight line. Toes are slightly in front, left arm in front. We're gonna lift this top leg, okay? So you're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. No bad. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. We go for 4. We go for 3. We go for 2. Here's your last one. Bring it down about halfway. Hold it here. Now we're gonna take that lower leg up to that lifted leg. Bring it up, release, 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 bring it up, release for 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold at the top. You tap those big toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Woo. Place your right hand, place your right hand on the earth. And place your left hand on the earth, reach your right fingertips over. So nice little side body stretch, nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale, one more breath, nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale, releasing the right arm, and then we're gonna switch it on out, all right? So we're gonna come onto that left side body. So arm is out nice and long, ear is on the bicep. You can bring hand behind head if that feels well. So first we set ourselves up nice and long, and then we bring those toes slightly forward. My right hand is in front of me like a little kickstand. I'm working my top leg. I lift and lower. I lift and lower. I lift and lower. I lift and lower. We breathe. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it at the top. And now we bring that lower leg up to where it is. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the core engaged and breathe. Lift it and lower. Lift and lower. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and on 1. Hold at the top. We tap those big toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs. Bend into the knees. Rise on up. Those knees can be nicely staggered. This is like a little mermaid. And then you're going to place that hand on the earth. You're going to reach those left fingertips over. A nice little side body stretch. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. And then we're going to rise on up. Let's just come right into a nice little seat. You can cross those ankles if you'd like. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, twist and open towards the right. Hold it here. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Come out of the twist. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, twist and open towards the left. Hold it here. Breathe. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Come out through center. Inhale, arms up. Bend into your left arm. Stay long through the spine. Hold it here. Breathe. Inhale together. Exhale, release. Bend into the right arm. Left hand over. Stay long through the spine. Breathe. Inhale together. Exhale, release. Bring those arms down. Bring hands to the knees. Stay long through the spine. Together, take an inhale. Draw the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, release, stay right here. Just take a moment, allow your chin towards chest, breathe. Bring your chin to neutral of the center, allow the chin to go up and the head to fall back, settle here. And then bring your chin back to neutral, back through center. Take your gaze over the right shoulder, stay long through the spine, stretch the left side. Come back in through center and then take it over the left, stretch the right side. Come back in through center, awesome. One last time, inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands into heart center. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a most amazing day. Thank you for entertaining Bubba. He was very excited to be part of class today. I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely week. Enjoy your weekend. And I